On January 10th, 2016, hundreds of people walked into Sunset Middle School and experienced worship at the Village for the very first time. That day was the beginning of a journey that had ultimately started decades earlier as God worked within a faithful team of leaders throughout their entire faith journey that led them to say yes to the crazy idea to reach the more than 60,000 people along the corridor of Nolensville Road in Southeast Nashville who did not have a church home. Fast forward to a faithful congregation that took a leap of faith and voted to purchase 20 plus acres at the corner of Nolensville Road and Old Burkett Road, a place to set more permanent roots that would allow us to grow and reach even more people with the love of Christ, both here at home and around the world. Fast forward again to dreaming and planning for a 7-day-a-week Sent Center that would be available and used by the community and our congregation Sunday through Saturday in ways that fill gaps currently found within our community. A vision that started to actually come to fruition in the fall of 2020 when we broke ground. A vision that will be realized by the end of 2021 when we move in. But that is just the beginning. And from the beginning, we've said that the Village isn't about us. This building is for those who are searching and longing to understand the kind of love and grace and peace that comes with being a follower of Jesus. From the beginning, we set out to be the kind of church that made such an impact on those around us that if for some reason we were no longer around, we'd be missed, and there would be an enormous gap in the community. We set out to be a church that makes disciples who make disciples who make disciples who change the world. And here we are. We're closer than we've ever been to moving into our permanent church home, and the opportunities for all the ways that God will use this facility and our people are endless. We're praying as we continue to step out in faith together that we'll live into the call that God has given to each and every one of us, and that the legacy of what God does here is exponential. Between now and when we move in, there will be so many things to celebrate, explore, and prepare for. And as we're moving through this season, we want to invite you to participate in what we're calling Open for Good. Open for Good is an opportunity to invest in the furniture, equipment, and resources needed to equip our building and fulfill our mission from the very first day we open the doors. Open for Good is a statement about the reality that our dream of having our own facility is becoming reality. But it's also a reminder of why we're doing this to begin with. We're open for good of our neighbors, for the good of this community, for the good of the world, because that's what we believe Jesus is all about.